A dust wafts through the hills and valleys of Iceland. The people of the island nation sweep it from their porches, they wipe it from their windows, and they try not to scowl when tourists exclaim, pointing in delight at the red and orange twilight glow cast by suspended topsoil, scattering the setting sun. Stalwart Northmen originally settled the land, whose rough democracy lasted longer than any other. For most of 12 centuries, their descendants disproved the lie that says liberty must always be lost to aristocrats or demagogues. It was a noble and distinguished heritage, and yet the founders' principal legacy to their descendants was not that freedom, but the dust. Whose fault was it? Would it be fair to blame 9th century settlers who knew nothing of science or ecological management? In the press of daily life with a family to feed, what man of such times could have foreseen that his beloved sheep were gradually destroying the very land that he planned leaving to his children? Deterioration that was so gradual that it went unnoticed, except in the inevitable tales of old-timers who could be counted on to claim the hillsides had been much greener in their day. Was there ever a time when grandparents didn't speak so? It took a breakthrough, a new way of thinking, for a much later generation to step back and to see what had happened year after year, century after century to the denuded land, a slow but steady rape by degrees, but by then it appeared already too late. A dust drifts through the hills and valleys of Iceland. The people of the island nation do more than simply sweep it from their porches. They show it to their children and tell them it is life floating in ghost-like hazes down the mountain slopes. It is their land. Families adopt an acre here, a hectare there. Some have been tending the same patch since early in the 20th century, devoting weekends to watering or shoring up some stretch of heath or gorse or scrub pine. Pilots on commuter flights routinely open their windows and toss grass seeds over the rocky landscape in hopes a few will find purchase. Towns and cities reclaim the produce of their toilets, collecting sewage as if it were a precious resource, as it is, for after treatment the soil of the night goes straight to the barren slopes to succor surviving trees against the bitter wind. A dust colors the clouds above the seas of Iceland. At the island's southern edge, a cluster of new volcanoes spills fresh lava into the sea, sending steam spirals curling upward. Tourists scoff at the spectacle and speak in envy of the Icelanders' growing land. But where natives look to the sky, they see a haze of diminishment that could not be replaced by anything as simple or vulgar as mere magma. A dusty wind blows away the hills of Iceland. At sea, a few plankton benefit temporarily from the unexpected nurturance. Then, as they are wont to do, they die and their carcasses rain as sediment upon the patient ocean bottom. In time, the layers will creep underground to melt and glow and eventually birth forth again to bring another island to life. Short-term calamities are nothing to the master recycling system. In the end, it reuses even dust.